Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Third and 2 for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dalton throwing on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Got his man. It's Eifert. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Dalton, first and 10. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Another look for Dalton on second and 10. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Oh, nice move. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 44 yards on the ground. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. On first down, Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Now a toss play to Bernard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Steelers set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Dalton to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First and 10 for Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Dalton with a first and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second down, Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So Dalton now. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. It's second down. Dalton looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Again, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Brandon, after last week, went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Steelers. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, look at 56.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 3rd down. A solid pass breakup that time by Joe Hayden.
Good to see him out there on the field, moving around, playing well. Joe Hayden, if you talk to the NFL guys, when you list the best corners in the game, Joe Hayden's name always comes up for reasons we just saw, just like that.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Dalton here from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. He's going to fire one deep over. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Fighting to stay upright. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Passing, it's Dalton. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 97 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Lawson, the 4th-round pick out of Auburn.
I think it's safe to say, partner, that he was one of the steals of the draft last year. A lot of injury concerns. That pushed him to the 4th round before he was selected. But 8.5 sacks in his rookie season, I think he's only going to get better.
And those sacks, 8.5, led all rookies. 3rd and long, it's Rudolph. Looking deep for Gabriel. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. Bell is so light on his feet. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, it's Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They come out here in the eye. Rudolph going to look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Dalton sets up play action. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 41 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, Detroit! Detroit!
Well, they will throw it here with Rudolph. Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Here's Rudolph. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Here we go now. Blue, landed.
Rudolph looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's McDonald. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete.